Bro, how many times is he saying that? Well, here we are. NBA playoffs, Western Conference semis. Got the number 1 seeded Phoenix Suns. Suns taking on the number 4 seeded Dallas Mavericks. Suns leading the series 3-2, Game 6 in Dallas. Right now, tip-off is underway. Same starting lineups for both teams, Mavericks in blue, Suns in white. Off we go in American Airlines Center. Dallas wins the tip. And Jalen Brunson and Luka Doncic in the backcourt as usual. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for joining the stream. How's it going, man? As Dallas starts off with possession, Luka going to work in the pick and roll. Gets to the basket, misses the layup. DeAndre Ayton gets the rebound inside. And up ahead to Booker. Booker being doubled now by Finney-Smith and Brunson, and he throws it away. But it was the last touch by Dallas. And again, I am a Houston Rockets fan, but I am a big fan of Luka Doncic as well. I do want Phoenix to win the series eventually, but I would like Dallas to make this a Game 7, hopefully. As Booker again being doubled, Jay Crowder pulls up at a free throw line jumper. That one go Ayton with the offensive rebound, gets the putback to go in. Phoenix with the first points of the game. Same lineup for the Suns as usual. DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, and Jay Crowder. As Brunson attacks with a floater, his shot is short. Ayton with the rebound once again. And for the Mavericks, you have Doncic, you have Finney-Smith, you have Brunson, who just got the steal there. Brunson on the fast break, lays it up and in. Again, a typical lineup for Dallas: Doncic, Brunson, Finney-Smith. And then you have Powell, and then you have Reggie Bullock. Must win here for Dallas, season on the line as Phoenix leads the series 3-2 in the Western semis. Phoenix trying to head back to the Western Conference Finals as Booker with a nice layup all the way to the basket. Dallas has got to start making those threes. They won both these games in the series by shooting lights out from downtown. They're going to have to do the same here as well. Phoenix leads it 4-2 as Bullock attacks the bucket, gets his own rebound, can get it back. A third time is the charm. Gets it to go. The game is just underway. 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Tie game at 4. Mikal Bridges takes a mid-range jumper. That won't go. Rebound by Finney-Smith. As Doncic puts up a floater too strong, gets his own rebound, pulls it back out. Mismatch for DeAndre Ayton. Going to work. Shot clown down to 4. Three-pointer on its way. Too strong. Mikal Bridges with the rebound. As Bridges, nice pass inside to Ayton, who finishes at the rim. Nice layup there. Mavericks have got to start making a lot of shots in this game if they're going to have any chance. They got to be shooting good from the field. They got to have a good shooting night. If they're going to have any chance, Brunson pulls up from the mid-range. And that is smooth. Chris Paul didn't have a great performance in Game 4. Wasn't too amazing in Game 5. Had a lot of assists. But he needs to step up here as Dallas is in desperation mode for this game. Paul whips a pass over to Crowder, who attacks. Layup is off, but there's a foul. And Crowder hits the ground. And shot clock reset. Powell looks to be on the foul there. It's actually on Finney-Smith. Excuse me. Let's take a look here at what happened. I guess it's a shooting foul when he's going up, whatever. Crowder at the free throw line. Makes the first one. Again, Suns lead it 3-2 in the Western Conference semis. Suns trying to get back to the Western Conference Finals like they did last year and eventually reaching the NBA Finals, losing to the Bucks in 6 games. Crowder makes both free throws. Good season for the Mavericks this year, number 4 seed. Made it to the second round of the NBA playoffs for the first time since 2011. Doncic with a smooth fadeaway jumper from the mid-range, and we're back tied up at 8. Doncic scores his first points. Crowder with a fake, pulls up mid-range off glass, got it to go. Monty Williams, NBA Coach of the Year for the Phoenix Suns, as Doncic kicks it out to Kleba, who is short. Rebound there by Bridges. Here's Paul. Gets it back out. Crowder throws it inside to Aiden. Aiden pulls up with a jumper from the free throw line. That won't go. I'm from the baseline, excuse me. As Finney Smith back out. Bullock tries a deep 3 from the logo, way off the backboard. And it is last touched by Phoenix, as Dallas is going to have possession. Might have been off Paul's leg as Finney Smith pulls up from 3 from the corner. And it is good. The first 3-pointer of the game goes down. Here's Paul in the pick and roll, guarded by Kleba. At the baseline, pulls it back out to Booker. Behind the 3-point line, at the wing, attacks. Pulls the floater up, got it to go. Phoenix takes the lead right back, 12-11. Doncic pulls up from 3. Too strong. Just pulled up right there from the top of the key, and it didn't go. Chris Paul throws it out to Crowder. Crowder whips it over to Booker in the wing. Booker attacks, goes to the rim, doesn't go, and he draws the foul. What's up, man? Thanks for joining my stream, man. I appreciate it. Tough loss for the Sixers, huh? Yeah, you guys got the James Harden experience, man. That's what we had to deal with here in Houston. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Harden really messed up. Big time. I mean, that's what Harden does. So 11 points, 0 in the second half. I mean, nothing new, honestly, for me. And yeah, I mean, Embiid got hurt. That's a little bit unlucky for the Sixers, obviously, to see him go down. But yeah, another tough ending to a Sixers season once more. Heat winning it in 6 games. Won it easily today in Philadelphia for Game 6. Joel Embiid came back for Game 3. And still wasn't enough as the Heat beat the Sixers today 99-90. And they move on to the Eastern Conference Finals for the second time in 3 years. But I don't know what the Sixers should do now. I mean, it's just a matter of staying healthy, I guess. I mean, Embiid got hurt. That obviously hurt them big time in games 1 and 2. Game 5 was a disaster. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Sixers do coming up. But again, I want Dallas to win this game right now. I'm a big fan of Luka, but I do want the Suns to eventually win the series in 7 games. So that's where I'm leaning today, but we'll see what happens. As we are back here in American Airlines Center, Phoenix leading it 12-11 early in the first quarter. Again, the formula for Dallas, they're going to have to make those threes. They're going to have to keep up high shooting percentage. That's really their only way to keep up with the Suns right now. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining once again. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. And thanks for your comments. It means a lot. .640 to go in the first. 12-11, Phoenix wearing the white jerseys. And Mavericks wearing blue. As take a look at new head coach for Dallas, Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is the new head coach this year for the Mavericks. And they made it back to the second round of the playoffs for the first time since 2011 when they made it to the finals as Booker goes 2 for 2 from the line as he was fouled in the previous possession. Phoenix 6 3-point lead. Let's see what Luka does here. Guarded by Booker, attacks the paint against Crowder, draws the foul. Nice job there by Doncic. Luka puts up really great scores in all the games that he's played in this year so far in the NBA playoffs. Even though the Mavericks lost by 30 in Game 5, 110-80, that was in Phoenix for Game 5, where the Mavericks lost by 30. Luka had 28 points and 11 rebounds. So the Suns are basically going to allow Luka to do whatever he wants. They'll allow him to rack up the points, but at the end of the day, it cannot be just him. We know that it cannot be just Luka. It's never enough. So it always has to be somebody like a Brunson or a Dinwiddie. Somebody has to be there to help Luka. And if that's not the case, then the Mavericks are not going to be winning the game. So the Mavericks really need Brunson to step up again like he did in games 3 and 4. As Doncic guarding Booker now on the wing. Finney-Smith shading over to him. Double team on Bridges inside. Shot clock down to 2. Down to 1. Crowder for 3 from the corner, and he knocks it down. Jay Crowder hits a 3. Phoenix 6-2 possession lead. Crowder with early 7 points in the game as Doncic gets the foul call on DeAndre Ayton. As that is a three-pointer. Maxi Kleber from downtown. They're going to need a lot of this. Dallas already attempted 6 three-pointers in the game. As Booker's being doubled. Nice poke by Luka. The steal by Bullock. Luka in the fast break. 3-on-1. Lays it up and in. Ties the game back once again. CP3 leading the way. Doncic with 5 and 2 assists. As here's Ayton. Ayton in the post against Kleber. Turns around, almost a free throw line. Jumper. And it goes for DeAndre Ayton. Here's Luka. Going to work against Chris Paul. Luka gets past him, kicks it back out. Brunson in the corner for 3. In and out. Rebound by Ayton. Throws it back out to CP3. CP3 in the pick and roll. Kicks it back out to Crowder. Crowder now with a drive. Bounce pass to Ayton inside. His floater doesn't go. And a rebound by Kleba up ahead to Brunson. Brunson pulls back from the wing. Doncic guarded by Crowder on the left wing. Now switches over to Paul. Pull back the step back three. He drains it. Luka Doncic again from downtown. 77 making it happen as Aiden attacks the rim and he draws the foul right there, and he'll head to the free throw line. 2019 Dallas. Take a look at Luka here. Nice fadeaway step back three, which is smooth. Luka Doncic going to work. Aiden misses the first free throw attempt. Big crowd in Dallas to see their Mavericks play in the Western semis. Aiden now with 6 points in the game. Here's Luka in the pick and roll with Powell. He gets it to go off glass. Nice floater there by Luka. And the lead is now 3 for Dallas. Doncic's already into double figures with 10 points. Still have 3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter as Booker flips it over to Cameron Payne in the corner. Nice dish pass, and that is stolen by Dallas. Here comes Luka, coast to coast. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Bridges. And throws it over to Booker, who gets his floater to go in from the paint. The floaters have been the go-to shot early on in the game today for both teams, honestly. Luka scored the last 7 points for Dallas. As Brunson throws it up, Powell can't throw it down, but he's fouled as he takes a rough tumble to the ground. And we have a timeout on the floor. Dallas leading it by 1 here. Trying to stay alive. But Devin Booker and the Suns have something to say about that. Dallas by 1. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. As Doncic adjusting his shorts there, and Powell heading to the line hits that first free throw as we're back from the timeout. Both teams shooting similar from the 2-point range, but from 3-point land, Dallas has already attempted 8 3-pointers, whereas Phoenix has only done 1. As Bridges finds Biyombo inside, guarded by Luka. Shot clock is down to 3, and Biyombo gets that turnaround jumper to go in. Shamet is in the game, and Biyombo as well as Cam Johnson. Got 3 bench players and 2 starters for the Suns. As they trail by 1, Luka finds Powell inside, nearly loses it, gets it back out. Bullock back to Luka. Shot clock is down to 0. Luka from way downtown comes up short, and that was a really bad possession for the Mavericks. As here's Bridges, he pulls back a step back fadeaway, and that'll come up short. Luka with the rebound, pulls up ahead, pulls on the brakes there, and kicks it back out. Dinwiddie skip past to Bullock in the corner for 3, and that doesn't go. But there's a foul. I think it's on Dallas, as Luka is complaining. As that's a bad pass there by Shamet, and it's a turnover. Here comes Dallas back the other way. Doncic being doubled, gets it back out. Here's Dinwiddie, who's checked back in for the Suns. And Dinwiddie pulls back out. Step back 3 is money for Spencer Dinwiddie. Dallas hits another 3-pointer. 4 out of 11 from 3. Already 11 3-pointers in the game. This is how Dallas is going to have to pull it off here as Bridges tries to go for the slam, and he cannot finish, but there is a foul. That was a nice skip pass by Booker, but take a look at Dinwiddie here, putting on some moves, dancing, and puts a nice step back on him. As now we take a look at Bridges here trying to go for the slam, and he can't, but he is fouled. Phoenix is in the bonus as Dallas leads it. And Bridges makes that first free throw. Take a look at tomorrow's games. Got Celtics and Bucks. Bucks pulled off a miraculous Game 5 victory in Boston as they lead it 3-2. Game 6 tomorrow at 6:30 in Milwaukee. And you also have Golden State versus Memphis. Golden State leads 3-2 after Memphis beat them up by 50 points. As Luka is roughly fouled there by Biyombo as he tried to attack. And Luka is wondering if that's too excessive. That's actually an offensive foul. They changed it. It's going to be an offensive foul against Luka. $20 seconds to go. 1 possession left for each team, assuming no turnovers. As Booker pulling in, gets it over to Bridges, almost loses it. Shot clock is down to 1. Shot is too strong. Luka gets the rebound. Final seconds of the first quarter. Luka pulls it up, and it doesn't get the bounce over the backboard, but he is fouled. He's going to head to the line for a few more free throws there. Nice job late in the game clock trying to make something happen. And even though it was a wild shot trying to make it over the backboard, guarded by Shamit there, nice acquisition by the Suns during this offseason. 1.3 left in the first quarter. Luka misses the free throw. That's something that he's got to work on. Luka cannot be missing these free throws. That's one part of his game that I still think he needs to improve on. Free throw percentage. He only shoots 74% from the line this season, and 78% in the postseason. So definitely needs to improve that free throw percentage. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Dallas leads the first quarter 28-25, and need 3 more quarters of that to keep their season alive. Got 3 more quarters to go. The home team has won all the games so far in this series. It's really been the team that is more on fire offensively tends to get it done so far in the series. We'll see. Still got a long way to go, but Dallas, they gotta keep shooting. They gotta keep making shots. That's the only way. Because this Suns team is better defensively than the Mavericks. The Mavericks, again, they've tremendously improved defensively with Jason Kidd as their head coach this year, but still, I mean, if the Mavericks just have to make shots. They have to keep making those 3-pointers. That's how they're able to win those 2 games. So we'll see what happens. But it's been pretty eventful first quarter. Let's take a look at some stats. Luka leads the Mavericks with 11 points and 4 rebounds. And it's Brunson with 4. For the Suns, Jay Crowder surprisingly leads the team in the first quarter with 7 points, and DeAndre Ayton with 6. And Devin Booker is the leading scorer for the Suns with 8 points. Suns trying to make it back to the Western Conference Finals for the second year in a row. They're a game away from that, but the Mavericks, they're going to be giving it everything here tonight, as this is win or go home for them as they trail 3-2. They got beaten up by 30 points, I think it was 110-80, if I'm correct, the last game. I could be wrong. Yeah, it was 110-80. So that was a beat up by the Suns at home in Phoenix for Game 5, and here's Dallas at their house. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, Dallas is chucking up a lot of 3-pointers right now. They shot, I think, 11 3-pointers in that first quarter, compared to only 1 for the Suns, I think. So, yeah, different game plans right now for both teams. And the Mavericks doing what they need to do to try and win this game and send it over to Game 7. Phoenix is shooting better from the field than Dallas, 56%, but Dallas has taken more field goals. As Phoenix hits a 3-pointer there, that's CP3, second 3-pointer of the game for the Suns. Again, Jalen Brunson is really important for this team, for the Mavericks. He's going to have to contribute big time here, as Bullock knocks down a three-pointer there from the corner. That's his spot. Reggie Bullock. Nice job there on the three-pointer. Again, Dallas shooting those threes. 0 turnovers for Dallas, though. 4 for the Suns. As Shamet pulls up from the mid-range. Can't get it to go from the free throw line. As here's Spencer Dinwiddie off the bench. Pulls up for 3. Got it to go! Spencer Dinwiddie from downtown. His second three-pointer. He just pulled up and drained that thing. All confidence from Dinwiddie. They need a good Spencer Dinwiddie tonight, do the Dallas Mavericks. As Chris Paul in possession. Guarded by, I think that's Bertans, as he kicks it over to Cam Johnson, who drains it from 3 from the corner. Cam Johnson off the bench. Here is Bertans, tries a deep three-pointer. That doesn't go. Bertans played for the Wizards for a long time, a really good three-point shooter. Again, Mavericks are freely shooting those threes. As Crowder pulls up from the mid-range again, that shot is short. Dinwiddie comes up with the rebound. There he goes up ahead to Bertans, who can get the layup to go, but he is fouled by Chris Paul. Mavericks lead at 34-31, but down 3 games to 2. Bertans misses the first free throw. Bertans was a second-round pick in 2011 by Indiana, and is the 6'10", small forward, generally a good three-point shooter. Shoots around 49% in the postseason, so that's really, really good. But we have another foul here on the floor. Looks to be against Finney-Smith. Again, the Mavericks have a lot of great three-point shooters on their team, like Finney-Smith, like Bertans, like Kleba, like Doncic, like Brunson. You have a Bullock. You have a lot of three-pointer shooters on the Mavericks. And if they shoot well from 3, that's why they win. As Shamet tries to go inside against Brunson. Shamet shot gets the goal, and that is good. As Jalen Brunson leading the way once again here against Shamet. Back out to Bertans. Here's Brunson trying to make something happen. Gets around Crowder. He's fouled. Nearly got the and one. But he'll head to the line for 2 free throws. Brunson, the second-round pick in 2018, was from Villanova, where he helped them win the national championship. Averaged 16 points per game this season. And in the postseason, he's averaging 23 points per game. Had 21 points in Game 5, but in Game 4 and Game 3, he had 28 points, 18 points, with really impressive performances all around. Really, really key player for the Dallas Mavericks. He's been playing pretty well. He's got to keep it up, though. Makes a second free throw. As here's Cam Johnson. As Luka's on the cycle there. Hopefully he's okay. Don't want anything happening to Luka now. As that is a three-pointer down the bucket. Actually a 2, excuse me. And Phoenix still down by 2. As Brunson trying to go to work against Chris Paul. In the paint, pulls back out. Shot clock is down to 6. Brunson attacks the rim, and he gets the roll to go. Jalen Brunson. Here's Shamet. Crowder throws it inside, and Biombo finishes inside. Biombo with the finish at the rim. Kleba is in the game for the Mavericks. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Brunson, mid-range jumper, nails it. Jalen Brunson again. Brunson is heating up a little bit here. They need him. 10 points for Brunson now. 41-37 Dallas. 7.5 roughly to go in the first half. As here's Cam Johnson attacking from the corner. Gets his own rebound. Doesn't get the roll to go, unfortunately for him. Rebound there inside by Dallas. Here's Brunson. Bullock, top of the key three-pointer. Too short. Rebound by Crowder. Here's Paul on the wing, attacks. Nice skip pass to Shamet. What a pass. But Shamet can't finish at the rim. Dallas up ahead. Finney-Smith thinking about a three. Gives it up to Dinwiddie for three. Way off. As we have a timeout on the floor. Dallas, 16 three-pointers attempted. Only 3 for the Suns. The Suns haven't missed a three-pointer, but they've only taken 3. As Brunson again going to work. The backcourt in double digits already for Dallas. Well, hopefully everything's okay with Luka. He was on the bicycle in the on the sideline. Hope he's doing okay. Doncic and Brunson combining for 21 so far out of the 41 points for Dallas. He should be able to play, man. Obviously, I hope so too. I think he'll be fine even if he gets a suspension. I don't think it will affect that game. I think that game's in week 11, if I'm correct, or week 13, one of those. But yeah, I think he'll play. It's a game I'm really excited for, and I think that's the game where I think it's most anticipated. Obviously, Deshaun's return here. The reception that he's going to get is going to be really interesting to watch. I'm sure it's going to be a full house in NRG because they just want to boo him, honestly. I think that would be pretty cool to see. And hopefully our man Dirk Stingley can get a pick six, or Jonathan Grenard can sack him and force a fumble or something, man. That would be great. I mean, the primetime games, look, it's the Texans. They're not going to be getting many primetime games. This team is not flat out good enough for primetime games right now, unfortunately. They do have one that's Thursday night, week 9 against Philly here at NRG. So that's Thursday night on Amazon Prime. So they have one at least. Last season they had one too. I think that was Thursday night, week 3 against the Panthers. So yeah. But yeah, the year after that, I definitely look forward to maybe a Monday night, Sunday night game possibly. But again, the schedule doesn't look too bad. Everybody thought, oh, we're playing the Chiefs in week 1. Well, no, we're playing the Colts. So we'll see, man. The Texans are a much better team. They're definitely not the worst team in the league. I can guarantee that. Really like how this team is being built up by Caserio right now. I really, really like this team. I feel like they can win some games this year. I feel like they could win maybe 7, 8 games, honestly. I don't know. I may be stretching it, but I like the team a lot. I do. You built up the D-line. You weren't able to get much defensive line in the draft besides Thomas Booker, but you were still able to get Mario Addison, Jerry Hughes, and Rasheem Green. But bad news here for the Mavericks. As we come back here, Luka Doncic went into the locker room and then came back out, put something on his leg there. Hopefully Luka is okay. Don't want to see anything happen to him in this pivotal game 6 as we're back here in Dallas. Booker tries a wide open three-pointer in and out. Dallas leading at 41-37 currently. Under 7 minutes to go in this first half. Phoenix leads the series 3 games to 2. Brunson with 10. Dinwiddie pulls up for 3. He made it, but they're going to call an offensive foul on Dinwiddie. As Crowder might have got hit there in the face. Crowder always takes the rough contact. He really reminds me of a PJ Tucker kind of guy. Crowder kind of sold that a little bit. My Suns have possession here. But Crowder's a really tough guy. Reminds me of a PJ Tucker, kind of like what the Rockets had here. Tough guy, brings life, great defense, forward at the wing. And Aiden, nice finish at the rim there for him. Aiden's had a pretty good game. In my NBA playoffs preview video, I thought DeAndre Ayton would have a really good series against this Mavericks team that really doesn't have a dominant big. As Doncic makes room for himself, pulls up from 3 from his favorite spot, but it doesn't go. But he was fouled there inside. Foul on Dallas. Chris Paul has 5 points so far in the game. As we're halfway through in this second quarter, Paul trying to make something work, doing his magic. Back out to Mikal Bridges, kicks it out extra, pass to Booker. Shot clock down to 4, and he turns it over. Another turnover for Phoenix. Here comes Doncic in the fast break, goes all the way, and he's fouled inside by Booker. As Doncic's going to head back to the free throw line once again. He's not the best free throw shooter, around 75% from the line. Doncic tries to go all the way, and Booker just fouls him there. Again, Luka looking okay. I mean, he's running coast to coast, so not bad for him. Dallas up by 2, trying to make it more here. Doncic again misses the first free throw. He's got to improve that part of his game. Mark Cuban, of course, he looks on. Look at his playoff career. Doncic averages about almost 33 points per game in his playoff career, which is second all-time behind, guess who, Michael Jordan. So the 24-year-old is in pretty good company, huh? He's got to make these free throws. He makes the second one, goes 1 out of 2 from the line. Doncic with 12 points. Phoenix only down by 3, though. Phoenix trying to hold off Dallas here and trying to end their season tonight, as Phoenix is trying to head back to the conference finals. As Booker nearly turns it over again, he does anyway, throws it away. Here come the Mavericks in the fast break. Luka, behind the back pass to Finney-Smith for 3. Oh, it doesn't go. Man, what a pass by Luka. Luka is such a great passer. 6 turnovers for Phoenix. That's been a problem for them. But again, they're only down by 3, which I think is pretty impressive. Honestly, they haven't been playing that amazing. As a kickball there by Dallas. Possession stays with Phoenix. Thank you guys for joining. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already, and be sure to subscribe to my channel as well for NBA content updates. Obviously, Houston sports updates, interviews. Definitely go check it out. Going to be doing some Astros content as well. Another kickball. Luka with the kickball. Shot clock resets to 14. Again, Dallas back in the second round for the first time since 2011 when they won it all with Dirk Nowitzki. Good for them with Jason Kidd in as a first-year head coach. Pretty impressive. As Brunson's back in the game for Dallas, a really important man. As nearly another turnover there. Cameron Payne, I think it was. No, Booker, excuse me. As here's Bridges. Bridges pulls up from the free throw line. That shot doesn't go. Again, Phoenix has been pretty conservative in their shooting from three, which is why their field goal percentage looks really good right now. Has Dallas with a sloppy turnover there. Kleba just throws it away. And Kleba's like, that's on me. Yes, the Suns trying to increase the pace here. Booker wide open for three. Resets, pulls up. Shot doesn't go. Rebound by Finney-Smith inside. Here come the Mavericks back the other way. Luka being guarded by Bridges. Luka blows past him. Goes to the rim. Finishes. And one. Luka Doncic. Amazing rack attack there. Going to work, draws the foul, lays it up and in. The Don going to work. Booker takes the foul there again. Let's see if Doncic can make this a three-point play. Dallas is now in the bonus as well, and he does get the roll. Really happy about that roll as well, Luka. Phoenix hasn't even attempted any free throws in this quarter. Dallas with 7 free throws as the Mavericks are trying to double team Booker, but they split back out as Chris Paul whips it in the corner. Cam Johnson for 3. Doesn't go in. Brunson up ahead. Again, any foul on Phoenix will result in free throws for Dallas. Bullock from 3! Buckets! Reggie Bullock pulls up from way downtown. Almost from the American Airlines logo. And he hits the 3. Dallas now is a 9-point lead as Phoenix turns it over again. Finney-Smith up ahead to Bullock, but there is a foul. Looks to be on Chris Paul. Dallas up by 9 now, trying to take control of the game here. And Jason Kidd wondering if he should take a challenge at this play, whether if it's a foul. But take a look at Reggie Bullock from way downtown at the logo. Pretty impressive. Mark Cuban fired up from the sideline. How about that? As Finney-Smith is going to be heading to the line for 2 free throws. Again, another good shooter, Finney-Smith. And he makes the first free throw. Dallas now has a 10-point lead with 3.5 to go in the second quarter. Finney-Smith now at 4 points. 4th season for the power forward. 11 points per game. Misses the second free throw. Shoots around... not too great of a free throw shooter, actually, only 67%. 92%, however, in the postseason, as Dallas is on an 8-0 run in the last 8 minutes. In the 3 minutes, mostly due to turnovers by Phoenix, as Bridges throws it down to finally end some of the pain for Phoenix. 3 minutes to go. Mikal Bridges now with 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Doncic guarded by Aiden. Another mismatch here. Let's see what he does. Looks like he might pull up from 3. He does from the wing. Hits it! His favorite spot is money. Luka Doncic, 11-point lead now for the Mavericks. 18 points for Luka. His second three-pointer of the game as Paul throws it up and Aiden throws it down at the rim. Nice connection there. Yeah, dude, I saw that game. I'm actually really excited. That Thursday night game is going to be fun, man. As Luka pulls up again from 3 from his spot. That won't go. Rebound again. Mavericks try the three-pointer again. Bullock is no good. But yeah, that Eagles-Texans game is pretty cool because it's the Texans' only primetime game. So, yeah, we only have one primetime game because we suck. But yeah, so as we have a foul there. I do want the Mavericks to win. If you don't know, this is my Luka shirt, actually. Like, I'm a big Rockets fan, of course. I'm a huge Rockets fan, don't get me wrong, but I really like Luka. He's one of my most favorite players, so I'm supporting him today. But at the end of the day, I do want the Suns to win this series in 7 games. But I want the Mavericks to win this game, that's for sure. It's looking good right now. Dallas up by 9. Luka Doncic. Man. Of course, the Eagles get a lot of primetime games. What do you expect, man? It's the Eagles, of course. I'm sure there's one with Dallas or New York. There has to be one with Dallas or New York in it. Come on now. Or with Washington because the rematch with Carson Wentz. So yeah. Dallas looking good right now for sure. Doncic with 18 points already, which I think is really impressive. Yeah. It's always usually a good game with you in Dallas for sure. But again, the Mavericks 38 field goal attempts. They're only shooting 45% compared to the Suns, which are 52%. I mean, Mavericks have taken 22 threes compared to the Suns only 6 3-pointers. So that's really a big difference here in the game. And then it's the turnovers. 7 turnovers for Phoenix, 2 compared to the Mavericks. Yeah, I thought there'd be one against the Commanders Monday night, and then the Packers on SNF, okay. Cowboys on SNF as usual, and then the Texans game. So interesting one with the Vikings there, actually. But I'm excited, if you don't know, about Texans versus Browns. Texans versus Browns is here in NRG Stadium, I think in week 13. I think it's December 4th. And I think Deshaun Watson's going to be returning home where he was drafted. And it's going to be an electric atmosphere, mostly because people will want to boo the hell out of him because of what he is now. So, yeah. Because of what happened, the situation, and whatnot. So, yeah, a lot of interesting games. The one that I'm also hyped out about, I think, is Bills versus Packers. I feel like the Bills and Packers are playing each other this year. That's going to be a lot of fun. Chiefs Bucks, of course, is a lot of fun. Bengals Bucks is going to be a lot of fun. So got some really interesting games. Right. That NFC Championship game, of course. Nick Foles was crazy. Wouldn't they be cheering Wentz? Like, why would... I thought they'd have a good relationship with Wentz. Houston and Deshaun Watson, it's a hate. Man, we hate that. We hate Deshaun Watson around here. He's horrible around here. So, like, it's going to be electric in NRG Stadium. Like, everybody's going to be booing him so loudly. Deshaun Watson, I really hope our third overall pick Stingley can, like, get a pick 6 on him. Or, like, Jonathan Grenard can get, like, a sack fumble on Deshaun. As Chris Paul going to work here. Both teams are in the bonus. Shot clock is down to 2. Paul pulls up from 3 from way downtown. Very deep, top of the key, doesn't go. Both teams are in the bonus. Again, Mavericks up by 9. Doncic in his favorite spot. Attacks versus Aiden. Kicks it back out. Here is Brunson going to work against Chris Paul. He attacks the rim. And it's going to be a foul. I think it's a foul against CP3 if I'm correct. Interesting. Okay, I see. But look, man, nobody, the Deshaun Watson thing here is going to be crazy. I mean, because of what he is, obviously, as a person, that, and then how he left Houston. So, yeah. I don't think it compares, man, honestly. It's, like, totally different. So, as you have a minute to go here in this first half, Booker with a fadeaway mid-ranger. That doesn't go again. Dallas still up by 11. Under a minute to go. Both teams in the bonus. Booker has 8 points. None in this quarter, though. As Doncic goes to work against Aiden. Can't get that one to go off glass. Rebound by the Mavericks. Brunson. Going to work against Chris Paul, and he draws the foul again. Nice job there by Brunson. 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. Yeah, man, that atmosphere in NRG is going to be crazy because last season when I went to the game against the Colts, like obviously it was a horrible game as Kleba hits the 3-pointer. Top of the key is good. Dallas now with the largest lead of the game at 14 as we have 30 seconds to go. As Paul turns it over, Bullock with a defensive play. Bullock from the wing takes his time for three. He's got it. Reggie Bullock from downtown. It's a 17-point lead for Dallas. A 19-4 run in the last 6. The crowd is standing up at American Airlines Center. 1 second difference between shot and game as we are approaching the end of this first half. Paul tries to kick it back out, and big foul there by Finney Smith on Cameron Johnson. Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, both stadiums, I guess, are going to be that way for sure. I agree with that. Finney Smith fouls Johnson. Johnson obviously exaggerates, tries to get an Oscar for that foul, but yeah. Cam Johnson going to head to the line for 2 free throws. It's that first one. As you have 1.6 seconds left in this first half. Dallas up by double digits and trying to force a game 7 back in Phoenix. Looking good so far in the first half. Trying to tie up this series as Johnston makes both free throws. 1.6 left in this first half as Luka nearly turns it over. Doesn't really matter. As Luka going to inbound it here. 0.6 left in this first half. Trying to get it over to Bullock. Doesn't get it off in time. And that'll do it for the first half. Dallas trying to starve off elimination here. They're doing so well. Up by 15, 60 to 45 over the Phoenix Suns. Leading scorer is Luka Doncic with 18 points. Reggie Bullock with 13 for the Mavericks. At home in Game 6, trying to stay alive. Force Game 7 back in Phoenix. Reggie Bullock hit some big 3-pointers down the stretch in that first half. And number 4 seed Dallas up by 15 over number 1 Phoenix. And playing well, shooting the 3 ball pretty well. They have to keep it up for the second half, though. Dallas shooting 42% from 3 and Phoenix shooting 43%. But take a look. Dallas has shot 24 3-pointers and made 10 of them, whereas Phoenix has only shot 7 3-pointers and made 3 of them. I think that's really the big difference here, is that the Mavericks, they've shot a lot more threes and they've made a lot more than the Suns. That's really the difference now. A huge second quarter for Dallas where they won it 30 to 20, 32 to 20 in that second quarter. So again, Mavericks are looking good. They're going to have to keep doing what they're doing offensively. They're doing it well. Try and make more free throws. For the Suns, you got to stop turning the ball over, first of all. And you're going to have to start making some threes to try and catch up to this deficit, play some better defense. And that's how the Suns are going to have to try and hold on and make a game out of this in the second half. Yeah, I agree with that statement. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense for Seattle to boo Russell Wilson. Like, that's bad. I agree. He's played so amazing for Seattle over the years, just never got the offensive line help that he needed, quite frankly. And he went to Denver. So I think that'll be a nice homecoming. I feel like the fans in Seattle know, and they'll be cheering him for sure. Busy day in sports, guys. The NFL schedule release was out today. I feel like the NFL made too big of a deal with the schedule release. I mean, it's just the schedule, man. I mean, like, why they made such a huge deal out of the schedule? It's really weird, but okay. And the other NBA playoff game today was Philly versus Miami, that Eastern semi series where Miami was leading 3 games to 2 heading into this game 6. And it was game 6 in Philly. And frankly, it wasn't good for the Heat. I mean, for the Sixers, lost 99-90. James Harden, another classic playoff performance from James Harden. 11 points, 4 turnovers, 0 points in second half. Just Joel Embiid was injured in the beginning. Just couldn't make up for it. That game 5 against Miami was really bad, and Miami looking really, really good. Another disappointing end for the Sixers season in the Eastern semis. So more than likely, it's going to be Heat versus, again, it's Boston versus Milwaukee, another Eastern semi. Milwaukee leads at 3 games to 2 after Jrue Holiday's magical performance in the final few minutes of that game in Boston to help Milwaukee win. And Milwaukee's at home for game 6 when leading 3 games to 2. They should be able to finish it off. I think it's going to be Miami versus Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals. And then we'll see if it's Phoenix or Dallas, or if it's Grizzlies or Warriors. It's probably going to be Warriors at this point. Grizzlies, they beat up the Warriors by like 50 points, but I don't think it's going to happen again, especially when it's in Golden State. So, yeah. That Rams versus Bills game, that's actually pretty cool. Again, Mavericks leading it 60-45. Yeah, the Chargers, they have a really good social media team. They have a really good social team for sure. What's happening to your Phillies, by the way? I heard that they gave up a 6-run lead in the ninth inning against the Mets. That was not too good. I don't know. That was like in the news a lot, and then I saw that highlight stuff at the end. That was crazy. Because I know the Astros had a 6-run comeback last year against the Yankees, where my man Jose like did what he does as usual, owning the Yankees. But yeah, man. I mean, we'll see. It's still a long way to go, and that's good, man. Beat the Dodgers. Beat the hell out of them for sure. Beat them up if you can, please. Yeah, keep it going, man. Still a long way to go in the MLB season, though. But man, I was so surprised by Memphis yesterday. I mean, imagine beating Golden State the way you did. That's incredible. Without Ja, I mean that was crazy good last night. But I think that series ends in 6 as well. I hope Dallas can hold on here. I really want Dallas to hold on and take this series to a game 7. Should be interesting. One thing I will say would be really disappointing for CP3 if he doesn't pull off this series again. So he's got to pull it off. Yeah, for sure. And we know that face quite well down here in Houston. That's what I'll tell you. I'm really wondering what the Sixers should do now. I mean, what will it take for them to do it at this point? I really feel like it's Embiid just staying healthy. Like that's what it's gonna come down to. If he doesn't stay healthy, I don't think they're ever gonna do it. So As we are back here in the second half, Dallas leads it 60-45, up by 15. As they're trying to keep their season alive. Here's Luka and Dallas trying to start off elimination, up by 15. Phoenix leads this Western semi-series for 2 as Doncic throws it up to Powell, who throws it down for the slam. A 17-point lead for Dallas. Dallas trying to force a game 7. They're doing their job so far as Powell goes for the block. He stops Ayton. And here comes Dallas once again, roaring out of the gates in the second half. Finney Smith, a three-pointer. Too strong. Suns got to go on a run here if they're going to. They got to get back into this game really quick. Otherwise, the Mavericks, I feel like, are going to pull off. Got to do something fast as Bridges tries a three-pointer. That goes to. That was much needed for the Phoenix Suns right there. They needed an answer. They needed one. Again, Luka is looking pretty good. Stat-wise, 18.6, rebound, 5 assists, as usual for him. Going to work. Luka is fouled, but he takes a tumble on the ground and in pain, but he does get up. Again, took a tumble there. It's a little gimpy, I guess. Yeah, took a rough fall there, Luka. As Powell also took a landing to the ground as well. But either way, Luka gonna head to the line on the shooting foul for 2. Again, he's not the best free throw shooter. He needs to start making his free throws at a higher clip. But especially for the superstar that he is. And he makes that first one. Dallas got to keep attacking, keep going, keep shooting. Can't allow Phoenix to gain any momentum. Otherwise, they're going to be right back in this game. Got to keep making shots over and over. And for the Suns, Chris Paul has got to start taking over scoring-wise. Same thing for Booker as well. They're being a little too quiet right now. As Doncic hits 20 points in the game already. Made both his free throws on that trip. Lead is now 64-48. Phoenix has got to start not turning the ball over, and then they turn the ball over. Mikal Bridges with the turnover. Brunson going to work inside. He pulls back out. And here's Luka, top of the key. Guarded by Chris Paul. Doncic going to work. Attacks through the wing, and he is fouled. Looks to be a foul on Chris Paul there. And Luka's going to head to the line again for some more free throws. Under 10 minutes to go in this third quarter. And Dallas trying to keep their season alive. Makes another free throw there. Good job by Luka. I feel like I keep saying this over and over. I said that last year too. I feel like this is Chris Paul's one of his last few chances to really win it all. I mean, last year he made it all the way to Game 6 of the NBA Finals, but then the Suns just couldn't do anything against Giannis and the Bucks. Again, the Suns had another great record, the best record in the NBA this year. Back here in the playoffs in the second round, Booker tries a three-pointer. That doesn't go. Again, the Suns, they're just not shooting good from downtown. Booker is just not playing that good right now, shooting-wise. Here's Brunson. Brunson with the spin. Trying to make something happen. Pulls up for the mid-range. Doesn't go. Booker with the rebound. Dallas up by 18. They're looking really strong right now. As Powell is back in the game. Jason Kidd, again, the head coach for Dallas this year. New head coach. Rick Carlisle was the head coach before for the Mavericks. Chris Paul's got to start taking over now. As Paul to Aiden. Aiden takes a tumble, and that is going to be an offensive foul on DeAndre. Is it an offensive foul? No, excuse me. It's a defensive foul on the Mavericks and Brunson, as they both took a tumble there. Bodies on the ground. As I was right, it was an offensive foul. I was correct. Excuse me on that. As Luka kicks it out, Brunson now attacks, pulls it back out to the wing. Luka against Aiden again, mismatch, probing, trying to make it happen. Crosses over, and it's a goaltend on Aiden. And Doncic extends the lead. It's now a 20-point lead for the Mavericks. Largest lead of the series for them. How about that? 68-48 Mavs. On top in game 6 in a winner go home for them, as that's going to be a foul on Powell there against Booker. Doncic again, jab step, then boom, crosses over right there, goes to the rim, and then Aiden blocks it too late, causing a goaltend. Again, jab step, and then he gets Aiden. And then Chris Paul grabs the rebound. His mid-ranger doesn't go. That's only a shot that CP3 makes. Doesn't go this time. Mavericks up by 20, looking really strong right now. Still 8.5 to go in the third quarter. Doncic in the post against Booker. His mid-range fadeaway doesn't go. Here's Paul being doubled. Gets it back out. Aiden's floater in and out. Aiden tries to get his own rebound. He can't. Powell with the rebound for Dallas. Doncic in the pick and roll, throws it up. Too high for Powell to throw it down. And that's actually going to be a foul, I think, as Powell takes a rough landing there. Generally, the third quarter is where the Suns go off like they did in that game 5. But in this game, it's Dallas all the way in this third quarter. Really the opposite kind of performance. It seems like home court seems to make a big deal in this series. There's really no other way to explain it, honestly. As here's Brunson, Euros his way to the cup. Jalen Brunson. And the Suns fans can only look on with disappointment. This game is not going the way they wanted whatsoever. As that's going to be a foul there. Again, Brunson with the Euro, and then lays it to the cup. Chris Paul getting hit to the line for some free throws. The Suns haven't shot a lot of free throws in this game. As CP3 makes both of them, again, it's still a 20-point lead for the Mavericks. Finney Smith has 4 fouls in the game for foul trouble for Dallas. As Doncic pulls back, gets it back out to Bullock in the corner. Paul on defense. Now Booker guarding Doncic. Aiden tries to set the screen. Doncic kicks it out. Bullock, a 3-pointer from the logo, doesn't go. And here's CP3 driving by, and it's going to be a foul on Doncic. As Paul just rubbed into Doncic, but they called a foul on Doncic. So, I mean, that's what CP3 does. Just such a smart player. As the Mavericks are unable to get the rebound, it's a 4-on-1 for Phoenix, and Aiden lays it up, plus the foul. Counted and 1. Phoenix already in the bonus for the remainder of this third quarter, as they're down by 18. And we have a timeout on the court. All Dallas here tonight at home in American Airlines Center deep in the heart of Texas, Dallas, doing what they have to do to keep their season alive, leading it 70-52, almost halfway through the third quarter. Luka Doncic with the leading score, 24 points for Luka, 12 points for Brunson, 13 for Bullock for the Mavericks, only 12 points for Aiden and everybody else in single digits for the Suns. Again, Dallas with 10 made three-pointers compared to 4 for the Suns. Dallas is shooting better from the field as well. 10-2 in turnovers. Suns have 10 turnovers. That's really been the story of this game. And Dallas looking well on their way to forcing a Game 7 in Phoenix, I think, on Saturday. So hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more NBA playoffs content and Houston sports content and interviews. Keep it locked. And fortunately, I'm going to have to stop the stream here. Thanks all of you guys for joining. And I'll see you guys in the next stream.